Glad to have you on yet another awesome edition of Tech Trends. Our tech tip segment today is focused on preventing malicious ads attack. On our show today, I'll be chatting with a passionate entrepreneur on ways that startups can become more competitive. And finally, our mobile app of the week makes it easy for you to track your expenses while on a trip. My name is Chukwemeka Agbata, and this is Tech Trends.
Apple unveiled a new smartphone and tablet built with smaller screens in an effort to retool its product lineup of iPhones and iPads. The Silicon Valley technology company also announced a series of upgrades to its hardware products, including Apple TV and Apple Watch, and software services such as iOS. The new phone, named iPhone SE, has a 4-inch screen, the same size as the iPhone 5 series initially released in 2012 and smaller than the iPhone 6 series rolled out about a year ago.
There are lots of people who still want a 4-inch phone and have not, even though the big screen phones was a tremendous success for them and created the biggest selling quarters of phone sales of any company in history, what they found was there were people holding out. There were people who were keeping their 2-year-old or 3-year-old 4-inch phone because they just want a 4-inch phone. So they made a 4-inch phone. They put all the internal capabilities of the current 6S in it, bigger phone, into a smaller phone. And they cut the price.
The new tablet computer, a new iPad Pro, is a 9.7-inch device, down from the 12.9-inch product introduced at the autumn launch last year. Apple has positioned iPad Pro as a replacement for laptop computers. However, with the Apple product's high price tag of $599, the strategy aims mostly at professionals.
Put it in the form factor of the more traditional iPad with a couple of new features, and it's $200 less, and they're hoping it will bring it more into the mainstream. And they're hoping that will get people upgrading, not only from older iPads, but from older Windows PCs. That they put up a slide that said there's 600 million Windows PCs that are 5 years old, and they're saying you can do real work on this.
Orders of both the iPhone SE and iPad Pro will begin on March the 24th, and they'll be available from March the 31st. Meanwhile, Apple also unveiled the robotic system called Liam to take apart junked iPhones and recover valuable materials that can be recycled, such as silver and tungsten. The move is an attempt to address criticism that Apple's products, while sleek and seamless in design, are so tightly constructed that their components can be difficult to disassemble, refurbish, and reuse. Liam, which has been under development for nearly 3 years, will initially focus on the iPhone 6. Apple plans to modify and expand the system to handle different devices and recover more resources. The public saw more human-like Pepe robots featured in stores in Japan, which their designers say can read and respond to a user's mood. Pepe, who stands 1.2 meters tall and weighs about 28 kilograms, is equipped with an emotional engine and a cloud-based artificial intelligence system that allows it to analyze gestures, expressions, and voice tones. Japanese internet company SoftBank launched it in 2014. The first batch of 1,000 Pepe robots were sold out in 1 minute after they were available last year. In stores today, people have found that Pepe sales assistants have taken the center stage in many appliance stores. Though Pepe can conduct various tasks, its marked feature is its emotion reading functions. Some point out that the company is still at a loss since its cost is higher than its sales price. More than 500 companies have begun to use Pepe robots so far, and over 200 companies are developing apps for this type of robot. SoftBank wishes that such intelligent robots will be stationed wherever in need to service foreign visitors during the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. The dangers of head trauma have become an area of major concern in contact sports, and in the Brainband, Alan Pierce and Braden Wilson believe they've come up with a device to objectively flag up the potential for concussion. The device, a thick black headband hiding a removable tech pack, has colored LED lights which indicate the G-force of the hit, as well as rotation of the head from yellow through the orange up to the red for a high alert.
Here you go, boys.
The Brainband uses the latest smart technology to assess and transmit the extent of a head knock. The next stage is to work on a production model that can be delivered at a price which will enable it to feature at all levels of contact sport within the next few years, not just at the top of the game. Head injuries have become a touchstone for criticism of contact sports in recent years, particularly with regard to American football in the United States.
We had to create a product that spoke to them in a language they understood, and that's why we went for the headband form factor, because we're already introducing some new technology and we didn't want to create a gimmick or something that was unfamiliar. And we wanted to also create something that would be seen to be worn with pride, so something that was a crown and not a bandage, something that was symbolic of a gladiator, as our modern day sports players are. And through that, we're hoping that that would filter through to the younger players as well.
The National Football League last April settled a lawsuit brought by 5,000 former players who accused it of covering up the dangers of concussions. The league acknowledged for the first time the link between the degenerative brain condition known as chronic traumatic encephalopathy and repeated concussions on the field.